Hi, Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. My name is Nur Nadirah Nordin and today I will be presenting my research entitled Oral Communication Apprehension in a Group Discussion, which is a case study in Politeknik Kota Kinabalu. My presentation will be divided into five main points, which are introduction, research objective, methodology, result and findings, and finally conclusion. So, without further ado, let us move on to introduction and let's see what communication apprehension means. According to Allen and Andrea, communication apprehension is defined as an individual's level of fear or anxiety associated with either real or anticipated communication with another person or persons. To put it simply, communication apprehension is the fear of interacting with others, and undoubtedly, this will affect students negatively. According to Dwyer, students with high CA are less likely to participate in class, achieving less attention from the instructor, and are often misunderstood to be slow, lazy, and disinterested. Since they did not participate in classroom activity due to their anxiety in communicating with others, they are often left behind. According to Croucher, those individuals with high CA have lower overall grade point averages and a greater propensity to drop out, since they have been found to lack the coping skills necessary to transition from childhood homes to the complex social environments that typically describe college campus. As we are all aware, young adults who are studying in college will need to fully utilize their communication skills in order to excel in both study and social life. So, based on the statement made by the experts, we can deduce that students with high level of communication apprehension will most likely face difficulties in subjects that require them to talk a lot. In English subject, for example, students are required to practice the language by communicating with others. In Polytechnic, students are trained to communicate effectively in English through various classroom activities. And these activities involve a lot of interaction among students and practice the language. Students with high CA are most likely face difficulties to excel in English if they are required to communicate with others a lot, and high levels of communication apprehension have been linked to students' low performance and likeliness to drop out of college. Therefore, ESL teachers are responsible for addressing the issue and applying sufficient strategies during communicative English classes to alleviate communication apprehension and help the students succeed in this subject. Now let's move on to the research objective. So this study aims to determine the different levels of oral communication apprehension among students in Polytechnic, especially in group discussion activities. Next, let us look at the methodology used to conduct this study. Well, this study used quantitative research design. A number of 198 students were involved and the respondents were selected using random sampling techniques. The respondents were taking various diploma programs and all of them had taken at least Communicative English 1 course in Polytechnic. In Communicative English 1, the students were introduced and exposed to group discussion skills and they were also required to conduct a group discussion as part of their continuous assessment. This study used the survey questionnaire adopted from the Personal Report of Communication Apprehension, or also known as PRCA-24. It is a self-reporting instrument that measures the CA level in general and within the setting of a diet, group discussion, meeting, and public speaking. The instrument consists of 24 statements concerning feelings about communicating with others. Respondents were required to rate each item using a 5-point Likert scale ranging from 1, which is strongly agree, to 5, which is strongly disagree. The questionnaire was distributed using Google Form, and the data obtained were analyzed using SPSS 26 and presented in mean and standard deviation. Next, we will look into the result and findings. So Table 1 showed the oral communication apprehension in a group discussion among the ESL students in Politeknik Kota Kinabalu. Basically, in Table 1, there are 24 statements that is used in the questionnaire, and it contains statements that concern the feelings of the respondents when they participated in group discussion. So in this slide, we can see item number 1 until 9. Next, we'll have item number 10 until item number 20. And finally, item 21 until 24. Item 2 shows the highest mean, which is 3.97, in which students are experiencing higher level of communication apprehension while participating in the group discussion. The second highest is actually item number 4, with the statement, "I like to get involved in group discussion." Next, item 6, "I am calm and relaxed while participating in a group discussion," scored a mean of 3.53. Meanwhile, item 24, "While giving a speech, I get so nervous, I forget facts I really know," score mean value is 3.59 with standard deviation of 1.03. This depicts that students experience communication apprehension when they forget facts while giving a speech. Generally, I am nervous when I have to participate in a meeting, as stated in item 7, shows that the mean is 3.45 with the standard deviation of 1.07. In item 13, the level of students' oral communication apprehension according to mean value is 3.38, in which student reported very nervous while participating in a conversation with new acquaintance. Item 20 revealed that the students see a level at the mean of 3.34 with the standard deviation of 0.94, in which they experience certain parts of their body felt tense and rigid while they are giving speech. Next, item 3, 10, 12, 14, 22, and also 23 show the mean value ranged between 3.12 to 3.29. Students' communication apprehension levels increase when they experience tense and nervous while participating in group discussions. The CA also emerged when they engage in a group discussion with new people. Besides that, the CA level occurred when they are afraid to speak up in conversations. On the other hand, items 1, 11, 15, 18, 19, and 21 show that the mean value are below 3. The level of oral communication apprehension is level among students. So based on the result in Table 1, the findings, there are 2 apparent findings that can be highlighted, which are less time equal to high CA, and different personality among the students also contribute to high communication apprehension level. So the findings suggest that speaking in front of other people needs an enormous lot of self-assurance, and students at the undergraduate level need to get their minds ready to be evaluated before they attempt to do so. Participating in such activities therefore becomes an unpleasant experience, particularly when they are not given sufficient time to prepare for it. Subsequently, they would end up having less self-confidence as a result of this unpleasant experience. Undergraduates are prone to rapidly become frustrated when the speaking act is incomprehensible to both lecturers and classmates, because this indicates that the message is not being successfully transmitted. On the other hand, differences in personality features are another possible explanation for the high level of communication anxiety that exists. there is a possibility that the personality qualities of these students are one of the factors that contribute to their feelings of anxiety. This is especially likely to be the case when the student's traits and the instructor's beliefs towards language instruction are incompatible. This is mirrored in the various personality qualities exhibited by the undergraduates, such as their level of introversion and extroversion. When introverts participate in activities that center the focus on them, they are more prone to experience feelings of anxiety. Because they want to escape attention, they frequently choose to work alone rather than in groups, according to Z. Because of this, any activity that involves communication will place them in an awkward scenario, which will in turn cause them to feel anxious. On the other hand, extroverts might not experience any challenges when it comes to communicating with people in the classroom. It's possible that this could explain why the CA level in the findings was so low, because they prefer to interact with their peers during classroom activities. Students may experience anxiety anytime they are given the assignment to work independently. It is possible to draw the conclusion that peoples who experience less anxiety when participating in activities that include communication are more likely to be extroverts. When they are expected to talk in class, they might not experience the same sense of being deprived of privacy as the introverts do. On the other hand, extroverts take pleasure in the limelight, especially when it comes to activities involving public speaking. They have a natural ease while interacting with the other students in the classroom. In this particular instance, the results of the evaluation will not adversely affect them in any way. As a result, this could be the reason why some undergraduate students experience anxiety when it comes to communicating in class, while others do not. So, as a conclusion, this paper has presented some findings regarding the CA level within a specific population of students and in a particular setting of group discussion. Overall, the findings have indicated that there are different levels of communication apprehension, as well as the specific range of CA level in the context of group discussion. In the effort to reduce communication apprehension in general, it is very crucial for teachers and students to initially acknowledge the condition and how it affects their oral communication production. Once the condition is acknowledged and examined, activities and strategies that are conducive towards reducing CA in a small group discussion can be established. The findings from this study show that the majority of the undergraduates had high levels of CA, which indicates that apprehension is one of the factors that dampens language learning. Lecturers should present their evaluation to the students in subtle manner. This may ease the process of learning and acquiring the language. There are some strategies that can be adopted, such as taking time to prepare, as well as seeking help from lecturers and peers. These are already proven to be effective in reducing the apprehension level. It is significant to note that even though students had previously completed a public speaking course, they still reported the highest level of CA in this setting. This finding reminds faculty that in order to help reduce CA levels and to increase group discussion skills, students need to have multiple opportunities to develop and deliver presentation in all classes. With that, I thank everyone for their time to listen to my presentation. Thank you very much.